Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles, compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles, go take care of your business. Success Chronicles, it's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with another episode of the Success Chronicles, and I am excited about this one to have Sir Billy Dorsey Jr. on with us. Amazing guy, blessed and fortunate to achieve some really neat things throughout his life and career, and I'm just so excited to have him on to highlight his journey. So first, thanks so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles.
It's an honor, brother. I know you have spotlighted some of the best, so I'm blessed to be among the number.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, I know off air we talked about, some of your journey, some of those neat things that you've done and achieved. But if you don't mind, just kind of share a little bit about your journey so the audience have an idea of who you are and what it is you do.
Gladly. I'm the oldest son of two pastors. My dad was also in the Air Force, so I grew up living all over the world. Singing, music was my first love. I love basketball too, but I stopped growing at 5'8". So, I didn't have no Michael Jordan or LeBron James hoop dreams. I had to stick with what was in my wheelhouse.
There you go.
But God bless me. At 19, I signed my first record deal, moved to Houston to start working on that with my group Serenity. Long story short, the label tried to replace one of the guys in the group, and I fought against it out of loyalty. They froze our contract out, and I ended up homeless on the streets of Fifth Ward here in Houston as a result. But God delivered me from homelessness and has allowed me to produce albums that have won Grammys and Doves and Stellar Awards, #1 records on the Billboard charts around the world. And I have used the platform that's afforded me to become a philanthropist and to use my talents and resources to impact causes that have touched my life: homelessness, mental illness, and the like. In 2022, I was knighted by His Royal Highness Rafael Andajari Vilches of Spain. So the Sir Billy Dorsey is not facetious. I'm a legitimate knight with Fon's honorum. And I'm a bishop in the Lord's Church under my dad, under Unity Fellowship International. I'm a husband and a father. I'm a girl dad. And those things are the things I'm most proud of.
So good. So good. Well, you went into our next question, which is I was going to ask you, what are 3 things you've accomplished in your life that you're proud of?
3 things. I will not count marriage to my wife as any of those things, because I think that marriage, that's the best thing that God can do. That's the best relationship that God establishes for a human beyond our relationship with Him. It's the best reflection of our relationship with Him. So I'll take my wife and kids off that, because they would take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All of it.
But in terms of accomplishments outside of that, I'd say #1 for me was being knighted, because it was something that I could not have foreseen. It was not something that I could have worked for or even had on my vision board to accomplish. I was knighted for philanthropy and for my success in music. And it wasn't something that I put my name in the hat for or was shooting for. It was something that God brought to my life as a result of me being focused on what mattered most. So that's #1. #2, overcoming homelessness. I think for me that's more important than any accolades that came afterwards. I think a lot of people, when they find themselves in negative situations, such as those that I've been in or worse, they tend to get stuck in those places, and even if they're not stuck physically there, mentally, emotionally, and in terms of their perspective of life, sometimes they never shake back. You might move out of the hood, but the hood mentality stays with you, and so you never reach the heights. Poverty is a mindset that has to be broken. And so, overcoming homelessness would be #2 for me. And #3, I think, would be finding creative ways in this entertainment industry to use the gifts and talents and resources that God has given me to be a blessing to people. I'll share very briefly, and I know we'll talk more about it in depth, but there's a project that I created with the Salvation Army that's been ongoing since 2019. They have a very big emphasis, not just here in Houston, but worldwide on homelessness. And as I shared, that was a part of my journey. I got the opportunity to partner with them and create a project called The Safest Place. That project was taking songs that were written based on the lives of families that overcame homelessness with the help of the Salvation Army. And I produced an album and a documentary, and that project has brought in millions of dollars and funded more than 250 homes being built for formerly homeless families that were like I was. And since the pandemic, we've been touring around the country, doing concerts of the album and screenings of the documentary, and the money from those goes to the local Salvation Army to help with their homeless efforts. So not specifically that project, but just the heart of being able to say, God brought me out of this. Let's find ways that we can go back and be a blessing to the people who still are where I once was. So being united, overcoming homelessness, and finding a way to let everything that I've been through become something that I can use to be a blessing to other people. Those are the three things I'm most proud of.
It's so good. So
Thank you.
good when we can take the things that we've had to grow through,
Grow through. Come on.
right? That we've had to grow through in our life, and take the blessings and the lessons, right,
Yeah.
if you will, and use those to help others. And I call that, Doc. I call that being in alignment with your assignment.
In alignment with your assignment. I love that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and so it's so good to hear it. It gave me chills when you talked about the documentary and the screenings and those kind of things, because um, it's a beautiful thing when you have people in your life that just show you love and care for you, even
Yeah.
sometime when you don't feel like you're deserving of it.
Right.
But
That's
they
right.
just do it, and you know the feeling. And so when you can in turn do
Do
that
that.
for others, oh my gosh, it's so good.
Yeah.
So good, so good. Well, you talked about your journey. You talked about the three things that you're proud of and your family. Um, just hearing that, I would consider that to be hugely successful.
I
So
appreciate
let's hit on success. What is
it.
your definition of success?
Waking up every day with a clear vision of what your purpose is and having the wherewithal to fulfill that or to execute that. That's success to me. Some people define it as how much money they have or where they live or what they drive. Those things do not matter. And I've been in a position where I've had those things to be able to say that. I'm not speaking from the outside of it. I just understand that when you can wake up saying, why did God put me on this earth? What was I created for? Have a clear understanding of what that is, and you can wake up every day and do that. That to me is successful. And I'm grateful to be able to say that I have found my way to my definition of success.
Awesome. Well, as we close, I'd love for you to get an opportunity to share with the audience so they can go follow you, check you out, and show you some love with all of the amazing things you have going on.
For sure. On Facebook, Bishop Billy Dorsey Jr. or Billy L. Dorsey Jr., Bishop Billy L. Dorsey Jr. On Instagram, LinkedIn, it would be Sir Billy Dorsey Jr., Billy Dorsey Jr. And those would be the places. And of course, my website is billydorsey.com as a place where people can connect with me via email as well.
Awesome. Good deal. Well, sir, I want to tell you thank you so much for taking the time to
Of
interview
course.
with the Success Chronicles. Thank you so much for everything that you're doing along your journey, and I wish you continued success.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. And same to you. Continue
Yes,
impacting
sir.
lives. You telling these stories is blessing the people.
Yes,
And I'm
sir.
honored to be a part of it. So thank you, brother.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, good deal. Thank you. And thank you guys for checking out this episode. We'll see you next time. God bless. Go get it.